What's up, guys? I'm Vocal Strike, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy IX. Last time, we made it out of Evil Forest, so Blank got petrified, and we also ran into the Ragtime Mouse. This time, we are going to be progressing into the Ice Cavern, the area that was teased to us back in Alexandria. Now, it should be noted that I did forget to do something last episode, and that was to unequip Blank. I completely forgot to unequip Blank. And I couldn't unequip Marcus or Cena or Blank back in Alexandria because there was just no way to do so. There was like no chance. But in Evil Forest, before the final cutscene happens where, you escape the Evil Forest and Blake gets petrified as a result, you should unequip him. He doesn't have anything too spectacular. He doesn't have anything new. A lot of his equipment is pretty much on par with everybody else up until this point. But in this game, having multiple copies of the same equipment can actually be a very good thing, not just for equipping party members, but for synthesizing as well. And I completely forgot to do that. I did not go back to do it because, again, it was really nothing special. I think, if memory serves, it's more or less roughly the same as what Zidane has. So, but it should be noted that to unequip equipment, all you have to do is just go down over to off here, and you can take this off. Take all this stuff off. Except weapons. You cannot unequip weapons. You can change what weapon you have equipped, but you cannot actually unequip weapons. Let me double check. Okay, yeah, we're tenting. We are tenting before we go in. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that got almost everyone back up to full. Let's enter the Ice Cavern. This must be the cavern. What's up, Phoebe? Have you ever heard of the Ice Cavern? Sure. Is this the place? I think so. It's supposed to be near Evil Forest. I've heard of it. It's supposed to be a beautiful place covered in ice. My grandpa told me about this place. He said the cavern takes travelers to the top of the mist. Bravo! Master Vivi's grandfather must be quite a scholar. We must thank him upon escaping the mist. My grandpa used to teach me lots of things, but he passed away. Oh, forgive my indiscretion. Don't worry about it. Well, why don't we go inside? Ice Cavern. Oh, what a beautiful place. Seeing the actual cavern is so much better than reading about it. Oh, how pretty. I wonder what kind of flower this is. Princess, please don't touch anything. Can we get moving? I'm freezing here. So, first order of business, the chest. Inside the chest, we get a tent. Makes up for the one that we lost. So, Ice Cavern, as what was hinted at back in Alexandria, is permanently frozen in ice. Don't worry, you don't have to deal with any ice physics. However, it should be noted that you see these mists spewing out. If you get hit by a mist, you're forced into a battle against these things, which are wired. I'm gonna see what I can get from this thing. We've got a tent. Yep, and they know Blizzard. I know I'm just simply attacking. These guys are a little bit tougher than what you've dealt with before, but they're not that bad. And I want to keep MP at a usage at a minimum if I can, since right now, restoring MP is a bit hard to come by for now. Yep, and there is really nothing else here. Now, I will admit sometimes it is kind of hard to kind of see where you can go, where you can't sometimes in these like PS1 era Final Fantasy games. But that's because of the trick that they did. And believe it or not, the PS1 era like Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 does the exact same trick. And it's actually the reason why sprites and models like Zidane here tend to stand out. Huh? What's this? What a strange wall. There's gotta be something behind it. Hey, Vivi. Yes? Can you break this wall down with your magic? I'm coming. Whoa! I knew it! See? There might be other walls like this. I'm counting on you, Vivi. Sure. And we get an ether. So every time we see a wall like that, we want to check it out. And it does not use a Vivi's MP, despite the fact that Vivi has to use magic to do it. To give us access. So, back what I was saying. Back during the PS1 days, due to limitations at the time, they couldn't really afford to make everything basically models or rendered models. Because, one, that would actually lag the system. And, like, to a point. And two, that would also kind of result in, like, one, like, maybe town or area like this, for example, to take up a large amount of disk space. Because at the time, they used CDs. It was what was new at the time. So they would, and even with this trick, oh, 2 new enemies. And even with this trick, oh, really? Even with this trick, some games, like the Final Fantasy games, used up, wound up being like 3s, sometimes 2, 3, sometimes even 4 discs, like this game did. Uh, so what they did to save as much disk space as possible and to get the most out of the discs for their games is that they would essentially do like a bunch of like drawn like PNGs or something of basically drawn pictures of the terrain, build like, you know, hitboxes and barriers around the terrain, and have all the important stuff like characters and items you can pick up, chests, enemies, to be like Zidane here in those chests down and the chest down there to be like models or sprites, which does result in them standing out. And it's also why the cameras are in fixed positions. It is because of that exact reason. So up there was a potion. You're going to want to grab that first, because once you investigate this, Vivi will break it down to get to the lower chest. And once you do this, that makes the top chest inaccessible, so get that top chest first. And we get a Mage Masher for it. Nice. And then over here, wait until that mist goes away. Oop. Oh, come on. But no, that's basically the reason why Zidane, enemies, chests, and like some more important stuff that you see in like Resident Evil and the PlayStation 1 era Final Fantasy games like this one is because they reserved all the sprites and models for the important stuff. And made the backgrounds and everything all basically like hand-drawn PNG pictures. And then just kind of built the barrier around them and positioned the camera so that you couldn't really move it. Because if you did, you would see like the end of where the picture is, so... So we are moving on. So it's kind of the reason why you cannot move around. It's also the reason why in Resident Evils 1, 2, and 3, camera positions are fixed. Get Phoenix down for that. Then we go over here. Of course, nowadays, since we have long went past that point, we've since advanced, you no longer will see this type of trick, and the only time that this trick would ever be used again is if it's like an aesthetic choice. Okay, so that teaches Flea Kill, this teaches Beast Killer. Oh, this is better. Yeah, and he's already learning Beast Killer from the Moonstone. He's not learning Flea Kill from anything else, so I'm gonna keep him that way. And we're gonna give her the leather wrist we just got, since it is statistically better. And I believe that is everything here. Gotta level up for that. Well, Garnet did. I believe that's everything here. Okay, so here remember the fork. The right fork is where we need to go, so let's go over to the left here. And let's see what we're dealing with. Let's see what we have here. Oh, poor thing. The Moogle's covered in ice. By the way, these Moogles are adorable. I actually would like to have a... I really hope that actually did not catch in the recording. I have my laptop up as a second screen, so... And I forgot to mute it. And to close out Discord, since Discord automatically shows up on it. But if we investigate the frozen Moogle, if you remember what Stiltskin mentioned... Hot, hot, hot! You bastards! Oh, I can move again. Thanks, Kupo. We get Teach Me Mockster Lesson 2. Which means we got more new stuff to learn. This time, we got 3 new things to learn. Status effects. Status refers to a character's condition. There are good status effects and bad status effects, so pay attention. We'll go over the bad status effects first. The following status effects go away when the battle is over. Confuse. You lose control of your character. Berserk. Although strength increases, the character can only attack. Stop. The character cannot move. Potion. HP gradually decreases. Sleep. The character falls asleep and cannot move. Slow. The ATB gauge fills up slowly. Heat. The terrible burns cause KO if the character takes any action. Freeze. The character becomes frozen and gets KO'd if physically attacked. Mini. The character shrinks, which reduces battle power and defense. Now I'll discuss very bad status effects that don't go away after the battle is over. So yeah, that previous list of status effects, of bad status effects, only last during the battle. Once the battle is over, they're gone. These next ones don't. These effects are displayed in the main menu. Petrify. The character becomes petrified and cannot move. Venom. HP and MP gradually decrease and the character cannot move. Virus. The character cannot gain experience or AP after battle because growth is stunted. Silence. The character cannot use magic. Darkness. The character's vision is impaired and physical attack accuracy decreases. Trouble. The damage one character receives transfers to other characters as well. Zombie. Healing items and magic cause damage to the character. Alright, enough of the bad stuff. Let's talk about the good status effects. Auto life. The character revives from KO automatically once during battle. Regen. HP gradually restored. Haste. ATB gauge fills up faster. Float. The character floats and does not receive earth damage. Shell. The damage from magic attacks decreases. Protect. The damage from physical attacks decreases. Vanish. The character vanishes and cannot be hit by physical attacks. The character reappears if hit by magic. Reflect. Magic is reflected back at the caster. Some magic cannot be reflected. In addition to these, there are status effects known as Doom and Gradual Petrify. Remember this, if all your party members incur KO, Stop, Petrify, or Venom during battle, it's game over. The game will register them as dead. Also, you won't receive experience or AP if you're still under KO, Petrify, Virus, or Zombie when the battle ends. So make sure these are cured before you end a battle, if you want to reap the benefits. Elemental properties. There are a total of 8 elemental properties: fire, ice, thunder, earth, water, wind, holy, and shadow. Applying these elemental properties to your attacks and defense makes battles a lot easier, but your enemies can take advantage of them as well, so watch out. To apply them, you have to understand their natures. Fire, effective against ice and undead monsters. Ice, effective against insects, large enemies, and fire and dragon type monsters. Thunder, effective against enemies near water. Earth, ineffective against flying monsters. Water, effective against fire monsters. Makes sense. Wind, effective against flying monsters. Holy, effective against shadow monsters. Shadow, effective against holy monsters. Some of these I actually kind of... I honestly kind of forget. Earth and flying makes sense, otherwise float wouldn't work. Water makes sense. Fire makes sense. It's the ice one that makes me forget. It's the ice one I do largely forget. Holy and shadow makes sense, but it is largely the ice one. And the sun... It's largely the ice one that I tend to forget. There's also a non-elemental property, which is not affected by any elemental property. Did all that sink in? It's easy once you get the hang of it. Card game. The official name of the card game is Tetramaster. Many people all over the world play Tetramaster. The only way to find out who plays is by challenging them. Tetramaster players never back down from a challenge. To challenge people, walk up to them and press the square button. If you challenge a person who isn't a player, he or she will probably just talk to you. Okay, here are some basic rules. Select 5 cards in your possession to play. Put down a card by your opponent's card. If the arrow on your card points to your opponent's card, you can win his or her card. If the arrow on your card faces the arrow on your opponent's card, a card battle begins. If your card wins the card battle, you win the opponent's card. If your card loses the card battle, the opponent wins your card. If you have to battle 2 or more cards, you can choose the opponent's card that you want to battle. The game ends once all the cards are played, and the person with the most cards is the winner. The winner gets to take the loser's cards. Tetramaster has other rules, but I won't get into them now. Just give it a try and figure them out for yourself. And that is it. Gosh, bro, you sure know a lot. Yeah, I know. Now, just like last time, the timestamps, there would be timestamps for skipping those because, again, the Monster ATEs are required, but they are also just purely tutorial. If you skipped them, I don't blame you, especially if you already have played JRPGs before, or if you have played specifically this one before. But I am going to be moving forward through this, assuming that you have watched it. Now with that said, we check the magnet. Hey, you gotta deliver a letter to Gummo for me, Kupo. Sure, thanks, Kupo. Anything else? Nope. How are we doing on health? Yeah, we could do with a tent. Oops. And we are going to save just in case. Of course, this being a new episode, we are going to be using a new save. And now, let us move on to where we need to go. Vivi, hurry up or you'll be left behind. I am coming. Oh no! Master Vivi, are you okay? Ooh. Yo, Rusty, you're not alright, are you? What happened to you guys? Hey, Rusty, move it or lose it. Get up. It's no use. Oh no. Garnet, not you too. Garnet? She's out cold. She's on. Asleep. What's that sound? It came from over there. Is somebody there? You cannot look them over if they're out cold. It's honestly a good thing Steiner's wearing that armor, otherwise that sound didn't look like that fall hurt. Why didn't you fall asleep? You should be dead by now. Are you the one causing this blizzard? That's right. And we are turned into a boss fight that with only Zidane. This is Black Waltz 1. Waltz number 1. And he starts out the fight. Ice Giant, Sea Lion, come before me! He will immediately summon Sea Lion to help him. And before we even fight either of these proper, we are going to want to steal from both of them. Sea Lion as a Mithril Dagger we want, and we are going to want to keep healed. And Black Waltz number 1 has a silk shirt. The Mithril Dagger is the one we're really after. Okay, yeah, now I'm gonna have to heal. Another thing that Black Waltz number 1 will do is that while the Sea Lion is hurt, he will cast Blizzard on it, which the Sea Lion absorbs to heal it. Damn it. Come on, give me that Mythril Dagger. Finally got the Mythril Dagger. Now we can start stealing from Black Waltz number 1. Like I said, we're gonna have Zidane steal a lot. Not only is there like actually some good stuff to get, especially from these bosses, but also one of his later trance skills, trance abilities. Actually no, it's not trance ability. My mistake. It's one of Zidane's later normal abilities that actually is tied to how much we steal. So the more we steal, the better. Store remedy. But honestly, if you are also very woefully unprepared, this will... Okay, so I did steal the silk shirt. I didn't see that. So now we can kick their asses. After we heal. So let's attack the Black Waltz, since that will heal the Sea Lion first. Oh, whoops. I did not mean to attack you. But if we actually damage the Sea Lion, then the Black Waltz will cast Blizzard on it to heal it, wasting a turn. So it kind of works out. See? This is why we want to get rid of the Black Waltz first. But if our HP drops below like 120, we are going to want to heal. And we'll use Tidal Flame. Kill him for me. That wipes them both. That does a lot of damage to both. And now Sea Lion can't heal, but now it's going to hit a lot harder. With Tsunami. We survive. Okay, good. So Tsunami hits everybody. But that red jewel also does mean that it's close to dying. I might need to do another heal. I tend to play a bit safely in these games. Because, you know, I don't want to die. Blizzard. And that's it. You defeated number 1, but number 2 and number 3 will reclaim the princess. Who's there? Oh, whatever. I've got to go back and check on them. Zidane. Hey there, everybody okay? You! What just happened? It was no big deal. You're hiding something. He's right. Hey, nothing happened. You heard me. You didn't touch the princess, did you? Just what are you accusing me of? Steiner, he said nothing happened. Why are you being so rude? My apologies, princess. Yeah, Zidane may be a skirt chaser, but he wouldn't do something like that. Well, I'm glad everyone is safe. Shall we move on? Zidane, is something bothering you? No, it's nothing. I honestly don't know why he's keeping it a secret. Anyway, there's really nothing left here. We just go all the way up. Jump across this little waterfall. Jump across this, and we're out. We made it through the mist. Oh, the sun feels great. Look, there's a village. I think I've been there before. It sounds like you've been everywhere, Zidane. The only other worlds I visited are in books. You may have been to that village. Let's go visit. Wait, hold it. You're a princess. You can't just go rushing in there. People are looking for you. You need a new identity. Insolent fool! The princess need not sneak around. Besides, we're heading back to the castle. You leave her alone. And you will address her as princess from now on, you silly peasant. Damn it, Rusty, why don't you just shut up? Who do you think you are? I don't take orders from a stuck-up jerk like you. You guys. Stop it, you two. Steiner, I do not intend to return to the castle. And I do see Zidane's point. I need a new name. Zidane, what is this called? That's a dagger. All knives of that length are called daggers. Short swords are a bit longer. The big sword you hold with both hands is called a broadsword, and... Oh, okay. I understand now. So this is called a dagger. Princess, it's a weapon. Please be careful. I've decided. From now on, my name is... Her canon name will always be Garnet. However, her official disguise name, her official disguised identity is Dagger, named after the dagger she held. I'll be called Dagger from now on. What do you think, Zidane? Is that okay with you? Yes. That's basically your second chance if you ever want to change it. Great, Dagger. Now let's work on your speech. Try to sound more casual, like me. I shall try. No, no, no. What would Vivi say? Just say, alrighty. Alrighty. You're getting the hang of it. Well, let's go. And we make it to the world map. Let's take a look at that mithril dagger. It is better than the Mage Masher, and it will teach Zidane the Bandit ability. We're gonna want this. We are very much gonna want this. However, we're gonna keep the Mage Masher on for now to teach him Detect and Flee. We really got nothing else there. And the other thing was just a silk shirt. So, with all that now done, next time on Final Fantasy IX, we will be doing with it the stuff we need to do here in Norwich Heights, and be checking out the nearby village. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so I can stay up to date on all my videos. And please do consider supporting me on Patreon, pick the Fanboss, and Subscribe Star. It really does help me out. You'll be supporting me in the channel, and I will be able to make more content for you guys. Links are down in the description as always. And I will see you all next time. Bye.